Hello guys, this is Naija Street Lawyer. This is for you who is in the entertainment industry. Those of you produce arts and literary work. You know, a lot of people put out artistic work, literary work. You know, especially these days, a lot of comedy, music are out there, but they are not copyrighted. So anybody can wake up and just use your music, use your soundtrack. You know, even though you don't, well, you may not mind. But it's not good. It's good you copyright your music, your artistic work. Even though the moment you produce any artistic work, unlike trademark, automatically you own that copyright. But it's good you do, because the argument of I own it, I do not own it can also arise. You can storm into somebody using your music either for advert, even for a political rally, you know, campaign. I say, no, it's my music. You didn't acknowledge me. You didn't seek my consent. I say, no, it's my own. I used it first. You know, so it becomes, you know, you have to now show that you have copyrighted it, even though copywriting it officially does not really give you the copyright, like, oh, because you copyrighted it first, you own it. If somebody else can show that they first recorded that work, then the person has the copyright, not you, because like I said, it's automatic. The person already has the copyright before you rushed to go and copyright it, even though you now later officially copyrighted it with the Nigerian Copyright Commission. But the person originally owned it. But the person has to prove. That's why copyright can only go to things that are recorded. You cannot say, oh, I own this word, and it is not in any written form or a recorded form with you saying the word. You know, because even these slangs and all that can be copyrighted. You know, you cannot lay claim to it if you have not recorded it, you know, and show that you are the first person that recorded it. You know, and unlike trademark, that you have to renew the certificate at the first instance 7 years after trademarking, then 14 years subsequently, you know, as long as the product and service remains. Copyright is totally different. It is for a lifetime. The moment you acquire a copyright by producing it, or by producing and then copyrighting it officially with the Nigerian Copyright Commission, it lasts for your lifetime. And in fact, it lasts for video, audio, movies. They last for 70 years. You know, 70 years after the death, 50 years after the death of the person who has the copyright. You know, while for other artistic work, literary work, you know, and music, like soundtrack, beats, they last, you know, for 70 years, you know, after the lifetime of the owner of the copyright. Like, leave your comment and respond to comment, share this video, and don't forget